brothers, Jackie, Tito and Jermaine. This morning, Jackie, Tito and brother Marlon join me. Good morning to the three of you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Do you know, the amazing thing about this job, I remember when I was about 14, I was obsessed, literally obsessed by the Triumph album. I used to play it night and day. It was just, I think everybody in our house knew every word to that album. I was playing it the whole time. And here we are, 33 years later, and you guys are stood in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
How incredible. Do you know the thing about that album was, I always thought you were going to release Time Waits for No One, because that was my go-to track. It was a great track, that, wasn't it?
Thank you.
It was incredible. When people talk to you about their favourite times in the Jacksons' history, do you find that they've got very different, favourite albums?
Oh, yes. Everyone have their favorite songs of the Jacksons, from I Want You Back to Can You Feel It? And one of my favorites, and Jackie's as well, is I Want You Back, because it was our very first hit record with Motown.
And that's going back to 1969?
1969,
was it?
Yes.
God, I tell you what, you're all looking blooming good, considering we're talking about the 1960s here.
Yes.
What's the secret to looking as good as you guys do?
Make sure you
lifestyle?
Make sure you get your rest.
And take your Flintstone vitamins.
That's right. Eat correctly, get your rest.
I took my vitamin C this morning.
Not too much alcohol.
Okay, right. She'll make a list of these.
Stay out of the clubs.
Stay out of the clubs, like Jackie just said. Yeah. We don't do the club thing.
The clubs will get you.
What's it like coming back to the UK? Because you've obviously been here so many times over the years. When people first come to the UK, they do all the tourist things, go to Buckingham Palace, have a look around. What do you guys do now?
We've done that many years ago, but our favorite, this is our favorite place to go, and Jackie always go do a little shopping with Jermaine. And tell them about your shopping and stuff, Jackie.
I do a little shopping, but most important is the fans here. It's so great here. We love coming here performing for our UK fans and all around Great Britain, because they're so loyal, they're so supportive of the family, and they're just wonderful fans.
They know all
some
the
of the best fans in the world. I'm serious. I'm really serious about this. The best fans in the world. They are.
And of course, fans then take time off work, don't they, to come and wait for you outside hotels, wait for you outside gigs.
All the above.
Yeah. Do you recognise faces now that maybe you've seen grow up with you?
Yes, and they have their kids, and their kids are 8, 9 years old singing the songs. And how do y'all know these songs? Our mommy plays these songs all the time, and we love them. It's evergreen music. It's forever. It's family-oriented music, and people love it, and so we're blessed.
And of course, nowadays there's a whole new generation waiting to listen to music, but they listen to it in a very different way than in the 60s and 70s, when it was all vinyl or cassette. You're on YouTube, you can download your music and so on. Is that great for you as artists, that you've got this new medium?
It's very great for us. Speaking of download, they can download my new album. It just came out after 50 years. So I got a new album out with Jocelyn Brown featured on it, and it's called Tito Time. So speaking of downloading, go to iTunes and download Tito.
I think one of the magical things about it in the early 70s and late 60s and with the vinyl is you had something tangible in your hand, and it was almost as if I'm a part of this. I can feel it, and the album cover and the credits you read. Today, the kids just download it. They don't know who wrote the songs, who played on whatever the arrangement, string. They don't know any of that stuff. They just download the song and on their way they go. But having that vinyl in your hand and the album cover on your wall or put away, it just does something to you.
I think so. I've kept all my albums over the years. You mentioned Jocelyn Brown. What a voice. How do you compete with that?
Oh, she's awesome. This lady is just absolutely awesome. We've worked with her many times on tour. We've worked with her in Dubai and in England and the like, and I'm hoping she comes out and perform the song with me on the Jacksons concert, because
how you all doing? I welcome you back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So as we are still remembering, mourning, and also commemorate the legend that is Tito Jackson, who along with the brothers Michael, Jermaine, Jackie and Marlon were the founding members of the iconic group that is the Jackson 5, who passed on that was on Sunday a couple of days ago at the age of 70. The news of his passing on actually were first reported by Entertainment Tonight, which said that Tito's passing came from one Steve Manning, a longtime friend and associate of the Jackson's family, and he had told the reporters that the legend had suffered a heart attack while driving on a road trip, adding that the cause of death was unofficial at the time. Of course, the legend, he had been performing, holding a couple of interviews. There is a video that has been circulating on social media, of the three brothers, on stage singing. Actually, it was a pre-show. They were having a good time, enjoying each other's company, and they had even organized a show. I think that was in LA. And the audience was really epic, man. They showed love to the legends, and by the time Tito passed on, he had actually recorded and done so many shows as a blues guitarist in the last 20 years under his own banner or with the King's Blues Band. Tito Jackson played guitar and his son, of course, danced his way into homes worldwide as the Jackson's Fives became an international sensation in the late 60s and early 70s. They say that actually Tito and his brothers were even more talented by Michael Jackson, but of course, because Michael was a bit like, of course, we are not saying that Michael was not talented and we are not underrating him, but they say, man, these guys back in the day, they were really good, most especially Tito Jackson. So that they released Dancing Machine in 1974 and nearly as well as peaking at number 2 during their initial burst to glory. A young Michael Jackson was also primarily was the primary focus and attention, but of course the chemistry and the choreography of the less prominent brothers was an essential part of their success as a top act, and they are regarded as one of those guys who will always be remembered because of their contribution to the music industry as a whole. So the group's victory tour hit stadiums in 1984, providing the brothers one final hurrah as a superstar act in their own right. After the ascent of Thriller made it clear Michael's full-time future was no longer to be part of the brothers, of course Michael had to pursue his own solo career, which actually made him a worldwide sensation, a very huge and global star, until when he passed on. So Tito was inducted with the rest of the Jackson 5 into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was in 1997, and before Michael passed on in 2009, I think he's the only member from the original lineup of 5 brothers to have preceded Tito in death. We are still sending our prayers, deepest condolences and messages of sympathies to the fans, to the family, and everyone who really knew and was close to Tito Jackson. Rest in power the king, that is Tito Jackson. Obviously, when the family comes out to release the funeral and memorial service updates, we'll be coming out here to give you all that information. Bye bye for now.